Apparently not. Alright, I think at this point, it might just be better to like go up the elevator and grab the bonfire and stuff like that, and then when we get our TSR, we can just bone out. Because when slash if we do end up coming back to this for like trilogy run, that's gonna have to be the way we do it. We can't just put that up to like RNG chance. Because it really is just so dependent on like the positioning of the dragons, and like, yeah, you have like a 70% chance of it being fine, but 70% chance being fine is not good enough for like marathon safety, so we might need to just start adjusting a couple of things. I was too slow. That's fine. Game audio is fine, right? Oh. Does this game have sound? It does. Please tell me you can hear it. Okay, thank you. Like, this wouldn't be the worst time to find out that we didn't have it, considering we're right here at the beginning. But yeah, I do think we're very close to getting this run. I think there was a lot of stupid, very precise things that felt like they didn't matter that much that ultimately did end up mattering a lot. I think I've largely ironed those out, though. Like, there's still ridiculous RNG stuff. That's just, like, the game being bad. Like, falling through the floor, getting hit through the wall. Like, some of these hits legitimately just should not happen, and that kind of just sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. I think the parts of this game that are within our control, we have down pretty well. So it's just a matter of kind of grinding it out now. I think we have learned the things that are necessary to learn. I do. I need to level my luck stat so bad, you don't even know. If we could, I know, right? How would you even level that? You'd have to, like, just sit here, like, opening, like, Pokemon packs or, like, playing gacha games or something. Man, I played so much Diablo as a kid. My luck stat should be so much higher. All the classes you've tried don't need it. Well, why does it even exist then? That just seems like a waste of program time. Yeah, it's kind of funny how the luck stat from Dark Souls 3 basically just ended up evolving into the arcane stat in Elden Ring, which in my opinion is one of the more interesting builds you can play. Maybe not interesting. Most fun though, for sure. I love me an arcane build. Yeah, is that the kind of thing where it's like leveling up your luck like increases like crit hit chance or something like that? I shouldn't have sent this back down because we're using it. Whoops. Oh, crit's just like its own thing, really. Huh. I feel like those two things usually kind of get like merged together. Right though? It's like every time you get like a nice pull, you just get like bonus experience. Like, oh, I got a shiny Mew, dude. I got like 2 whole levels from that. You know, I've been thinking about this a lot recently. I don't necessarily know why, because I've not been thinking about gambling, but this story has just like been sitting in my mind for a little bit. Um, when I was in college, I took a test. I went to school for addiction counseling, so I had to learn a whole bunch of like cognitive behavioral stuff, right? So they were teaching us about like introverts and extroverts and like what the differences were and all that kind of stuff. And to like wrap that day up, they were like, "Oh, so like here's a little test that you can take, right? And it'll tell you if you're like more introvert or extrovert leaning." And I took the test and I scored like a 97 out of 100 towards introvert, which is like apparently ridiculously unheard of. Um, like to the point where they were concerned about my level of or introversion. Like they made me stay after class to like talk to me and make sure I was okay. And I was like, yeah, I want to go home though, and you're preventing me from doing that. But the thing that I scored that was more extrovert leaning was my inclination to gamble. That was the thing that made me not like 100% introverted, which I thought was really funny. Apparently, that's more of an extrovert thing. I don't really remember why. Because the luck is external, maybe. You could be onto something there. Yeah, I think it had something to do with like an introverted personality is more drawn to like habit and stuff like that, rather than like some random outcome that could or could not happen. I think it was something along those lines. But there was like 3 questions on the quiz that were basically based around like gambling and like taking chances on things, and I was like, yeah, like that's fine, whatever. And those were the 3 things that failed me from being like completely introverted. Which I thought was very funny. It was like I handed in my quiz or whatever, and then my professor was looking at it, and I was about to walk out the door, and she was like, could you actually hang back for a second? And I was like, oh boy. Apparently, you're not supposed to be introverted, even though they try to tell you it's okay. I do remember that, yeah. The horse girl game? Brother, you're killing me. It would just be one stream because he wouldn't like it. I don't know, maybe I'd be okay like sitting in a Discord call with her or something while she plays and she can like try and sell me on it or something. I legitimately don't think I could ever justify like installing that on my computer myself though. It would be so funny. Isn't there isn't there one that's supposed to be like somewhat soulsy, like combat wise? Isn't that like the selling point of one of them? I have no idea which one. It's barely part of the game. What even is the gameplay then? Like I've watched people play it, like, you know, quote unquote watched. I've had people in the background who I've supported by having their stream open while I did something completely different. Skill selection and luck. I am not being sold right now, I'll tell you that. You didn't get into it, yeah. I don't know, at one point, like, I had a lot of people on my follower list who were, like, all streaming that game. Like, I think Mal was playing it, Poppy was playing it, I think Lid was playing it for a while, too. Felt like anytime I opened Twitch, it was just like, that's what everyone was doing, and I was like, really? Horse game? Yeah, and I think that's valid. Like, I'm not one of those people who's, like, not gonna play something just because it's popular. But I do feel like I have a fairly decent gauge of what I will find enjoyable. And, like, if I can watch someone else play it and I'm like, this looks boring, like, it's only gonna be worse when I play it myself, you know? Yo, what's up, PJ? Yeah. We were talking the other night about how since we talked Poppy into trying a Souls game, I had to try a gacha game. Um, the heartbreaker is that's definitely not going to happen, but oops. But yeah, like when Fortnite was just coming out and stuff like that, and that was blowing up, like I tried it. It was for sure not for me, but with yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I don't know, maybe me and Poppy can like duel once we beat Elden Ring. And if she can beat me in like one round, then I'll play Wuthering Waves or something like that. I don't flip it no, dude. She wants you to play Kingdom Hearts, yeah. I've heard Kingdom Hearts is actually like a decent game though. I know it's very nostalgic for a lot of people. Right between the wickets. Really? It's been a long time since he gave us like a not one cycle for this. The challenge. Alright, listen, Poppy's not here. She can't agree to it if it's not here. We'll figure out something. If he doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good time. It's already in her DMs. Y'all are wild for that. It's actually funny though because I probably have so many items in that game from sitting in Poppy's chat and watching her play it. Like that's one of those games they just have like drops every single time. Really? Alright, you weirdo. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm invested. I think that would be severely misleading. I was not in position fast enough for that one. Usually you can punish twice, but... like so. Dead? Nice. Who doesn't love that, honestly? I mean, I've gotta imagine it's similar to those situations where, like, you're stressed out and having a hard time, and then, like, other people are, like, making jokes about it. You know what I mean? I feel like it's probably exactly like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just be like that 100% of the time. Obviously, like, you're just microdosing what that feels like, but yeah, that all the time for sure is just sucky. That's like one of those things, especially when I'm doing runs and stuff. It's one of those things where it's really hard to get hit and then have people like immediately sitting there like making jokes about it. It's like, can you let me be upset for like 10 minutes first before we start cracking jokes about it? And it's like one of those things like people have good intentions where they're like just trying to lighten the mood or whatever. Like obviously that sucked, but I don't know. I feel like I move on from things pretty quickly. I not that quickly. Oh, why did I stop running there? Yeah, it's like every time I get hit, I wish there was a way to just like auto silence like chat for like 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, brother. Like I will say that is definitely something that very rarely happens here. I think you guys are like super respectful, which is really nice. But like I've been in like other people's chats where they've been hit and people are just like immediately like, "Are you stupid? Why did you do that? Why didn't you just roll?" And I'm like, "Good God, dude, I would literally like kill someone." Yeah, exactly, Zorp. Exactly. Especially like with this game, the amount of times I've walked off the edge and just like lost a run, and like no one has ever actually like said anything about it, like bless you guys for that, honestly. Because I would have lost my mind. Yeah, I feel like TikTok streaming in general is just like a completely different world. Because that's like one of those things where, like, you're probably not going to TikTok to watch a stream, right? You probably just like stumbled across it by accident. And like as soon as that's the case, I feel like you just have like a completely different crowd. Like people aren't there to watch you succeed. They're there to watch you for 30 seconds and then like you die or something, like, well, I'll get good, and then they like swipe and they like move on with their day. Yeah, exactly. Bunch of kids just acting out on the internet, like. PJ. You know, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, like I think that's like a very special personality you have to be able to like match that energy and like just give it back to people and not just be instantly burned out by it. I don't know that that's something I could like actually do, in all honesty. I felt like Nemo. That's such a good comparison. I love it. Dude, Phasmo's so fun. We're gonna do some Phasmo speedruns at some point. Have you guys heard that the next map coming is gonna be Diner? That sounds like it would be really cool. I think they just announced it like yesterday. Yeah, like it really soon is coming out, right? Tuesday? Yeah, new Phasmo map. But yeah, I was thinking like at some point to take like a minor break from like Hitless and stuff like that. We might do like some like all map speedrun or something like that. I didn't know Jack, so explain that one, Zorp. I literally just saw something about it for the first time today. I'm sure they've been talking about it for a while, but I had no idea. Yo, what's up, Eric? Thank you for good luck, dude. Are you telling me that I'm not a Phasmo player? Are we just bullying now? After we just talked about how respectful you guys are? Wild. The knowledge was available. Well, you've never seen me play. I'm not bad. I'm not like amazing, but I'm not bad. I tend to play with people who are like scared to leave the van, so I end up doing a lot of the stuff, but it do be that way. What do you mean we? Oh, homie just got wrecked. Your name was not mentioned, Vi.
Oh my god, what a scam!
Alright, that guy's dead. It's true, you do very good work in the van. And it feels like having someone in the van becomes increasingly more valuable. Like, the more updates and stuff they do. Cameras are watched, orbs are caught. Exactly. You can record things from the van now? Heck yeah. See, I'm pretty good with the camera. That was like my main role in like the first lobby that we played with. We played with my sister and her husband a lot when the game like initially came out. And like everyone else would always go in with like what, like, no way, what was that? I have never swung and bounced off the wall. That was some crap. Broken hand, apparently. Alright, hold on, I'm listening. Is he chasing me? I don't think so. Okay. Dude, that was so sketchy, what the heck? But yeah, like when we initially started playing, camera stuff was 100% all me. 5x Homeward Bones. That is correct. No, this is just left over from the last bucket. Homie gave us a lot of bones. Zero polish has been applied, oh no. I mean, you've got time to figure it out. Alright, slumbering ring. That is actually a good clip to have. I would very much like to rewind and take a look at what the heck actually happened there.
Go along, try and make...
That guy was moving. I would like him to not, though. As long as he doesn't move up the stairs, it's fine. Which I don't think we've actually seen that yet, have we? Like, I know it's a thing that can happen. I don't think it has, though. This part is so exciting, guys. Alright, so there's +2. So we can go +3 this run. Good to know. Oh, he didn't turn at all, dude. Oh. I hate having to save that one. Dude, I really do too, because every time I stagger him, it's like he just turns in a random direction. And I'm like, okay, like, what do I do with this? How do you make this consistent? And like, at least if you knock him down, he's like, not that hard to kill at that point. He's like 3 R2s left. So it's not really a big deal, but it's just kind of annoying more than anything. Oh yeah, that just sounds like classic Dark Souls 1 stuff, honestly. Buns. Yeah, I feel like it must be like after the first attack, you stand in a specific spot to kind of bait him to turn a certain way. Like, I feel like that's probably what it's supposed to be, but I don't know. It feels pretty inconsistent, but again, fortunately, like once you knock him down, there's really not much else to the fight. So even if you don't get to knock him down, like it's still pretty free. Okay. Alright, so ad starting in about 3 minutes here. You guys might miss the tail end of this running section, but that's pretty minor, I think. Hopefully this will be super uneventful. You think you've decided what you decide on? Plum gold combo. Heck yeah, dude. If Bacon wasn't following. Dude, Bacon be following everyone everywhere. Even if you don't think Bacon is there, like, Bacon's probably there. Bacon's not following? Really? What the heck, Bacon? Yeah. Like my channel. I'm pretty sure if you're on PC, you can, like, click on someone's name and it'll tell you how long they've been following the channel. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Why has this gargoyle, like, multiple times now just ignored the fact? Okay, now he's there. Dude, really? Is this real? There we go. It's hard not to count the reasons. This game really does just feel like so inconsistent and so picky about so many minor things. It's actually kind of nuts. Isn't Bacon in my Discord server? Like, am I tripping right now? Is Bacon in my Discord server but doesn't follow me on Twitch? That's kind of nuts. Indeed. Alright, Bacon. Okay, bud. Honestly, Discord probably just gives better alerts than Twitch does when people are streaming anyway. More than anything, I just think that's hilarious. That Bacon just be out here showing up for every stream and just hasn't hit the follow button yet. Like, what? He's still thinking about it. He's only been here for like a year. Still hasn't decided if he's likes this dude or not. Can you stop being annoying? There you go. Since I like you, I'm gonna unfollow. What a Chad move from Eric. I love it. Yeah, that's fine. You guys can all unfollow if you want, as long as you join the Discord. Yeah, I hate that it's like, oh yeah, if you get close, then they have a new weapon, and then they'll swap, and then it's different. And then you get right up in his face, and he just shoots 19 more arrows. It's like, okay. That's just one more thing that doesn't work. Yo, what's up, Sykes? Thank you for good luck, dude. Hope you're doing well. How'd the escape room go? Crushed it? Heck yeah, dude. That's what's up. Bunch of geniuses up in there. He follows you. Shut up. Yo, what's up, Nat? How's it going? Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is sketchy. What was that? Are you joking? Okay, what are you doing right now? Alright, guys. That's ONS out of the way. Thank you for GG. Thank you for GG's, guys. Alright. Now we just have to get past the drop. The actual hardest part of the run. Four Kings was your... Yeah. I had two really cheesy Four Kings hits, unfortunately. I think those have been like my only hits to Four Kings as well. Were both PB1 hits.
You sorry fool. You could not be the chosen.
The fight itself is really not that bad. Just as soon as I start flinging like a bunch of magic all right in a row is when it starts getting a little bit scary. I didn't see the damage number pop up. I thought I missed. Did I not get... I don't think he died. There we go. Alright, they're all dead. Alright, 99 health is plenty. Mask of the Child even, let's go. GG Ledge! What's up, guy? How's it going, dude? That was the big one, guys. As stupid as that is, that was the big one. Alright. Yo, what's up, Vinicius? How's it going, dude? Thank you for good luck. What happens after eating Taco Bell? Good lord. Alright, so... we can get Fog Ring here. And then we can get +3. I almost wonder if +3 is even worth it. Because we ended up using like an extra bone we usually don't use. I guess we could just like not bone out from Fog Ring and just walk back with double stealth and it'll be fine. Well, like, it's safe. I'm just thinking like more of time. I don't know, dude. I mean, we've been running at +2 for like the last couple weeks too, though. This is probably fine. You were +1? Oh, jeez. Yeah, honestly, I might just save the bone. I might just stay +2. That might just be the play.
You give.
Yeah, I mean, it's virtually the same thing, right? It is. Yeah, let's just carry on.
Oh, for heaven, Mr. Wait, Mr.
Okay. The curve, yeah. I think we got hit to him once because like my controller like briefly disconnected, and instead of registering, or like as I was running by him, it just suddenly like the button misread or something, and I just like randomly rolled, and then I couldn't start running again. I think that's the only time we've actually been hit there. If you remove the sound ring, why is that? Yo, what's up, Navi? Thank you for good luck. We're kinda cooking right now. Ooh, breakfast decisions, very important. Oh, really? Alright, yeah, I could see that being helpful. Toasted English muffin, butter, cheese, and mac and cheese. I think I think I'm on the same page as Cikesss. I think Vi's probably on the same page as you, though. Because this is the run. One can hope. One can hope. As predicted. As predicted. Yeah, mac and cheese and bread just kind of sounds weird to me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Dude, I have Mask of the Child. Why am I not wearing it? What a whiff. Okay. Crap. I hate having to run on this side. Dude! This is just Whiff City in here. Thank you for GG's. No. So for the Scream, it's actually really funny. I'll demonstrate it in a second here once I get my souls. All right, here we go. So the Scream hitbox is basically a little tiny dome that comes up right underneath you. When you hold block while two-handing the halberd, your stance widens ever so slightly. That ever so slightly is just barely larger than the dome of that hitbox. So if you just hold block and don't move, it can't hit you. So like even though it has the animation of the sword like coming up, the actual hitbox is literally like it goes up maybe to your ankles. And that might be the funniest hitbox in the game. Shout out to whoever figured that out, real. That's got to be like one of those things where you just have like a cheat tool open and you're just looking at the hitboxes and you're like, wow, that hitbox does not look anything like I would think it would. I bet they don't watch it. I can't believe this slander. These are the unsung heroes of Dark Souls 1, PJ. Godspeed, you got this, Vi. 'Cause, Yeah, it really is. That's really like the part about these games that I really enjoy. Is like actually analyzing the fights and just finding new and more efficient ways to fight things. That would actually be so cool, Kyle. That would actually be so sick.
Well, I come up.
Dude, I'm excited to run Cuphead. It's gonna suck. Like, I'm gonna be really bad at it for a really long time. But I'm looking forward to, like, actually expanding the games that I'm, like, good at.
And here.
I like that. Did that guy, like, turn as I, like, walked by him? What am I gonna do on Cuphead? Just, like, any percent? Like, Hitless, yeah. Yeah, I want to eventually. I don't know when we're gonna get to it. Like, it's not towards the top of my list, but it's on the list for sure. Like, if anything, we'll probably run, like, Celeste first. Like, I'm just not good at 2D games in general, so I think Celeste might be a really good place to start, since that's just, like, entirely movement-based. Solo and as a dude, that would be cool. That'd actually be really hyped to watch. Hollow Knight almost mentioned. Yeah, Hollow Knight's not really on my list. I think Blasphemous would be fun. That's kind of like Souls adjacent. Boredom percent? Are you talking about Blasphemous or Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight, yeah. Unless you're into an hour setup. I do enjoy Elden Ring. Alright. Still not nearly as many hops as last night, bro. Dude, she just be hopping all over the place. Thank you for GG's. Yeah, we're out of here. See, Sif has a soul. I always forget Sif has a soul. Yeah, when we fought her last night, I think she might have actually chain jumped upwards of like 11 times in a row. Like literally just like over and over and over and over again. And I was like, can you just not? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I don't know how you do that fight without flippering. Like that just doesn't even feel like a thing that's possible. Like I know people do it. I've seen people do it, but I literally sat down and tried for like an hour to like do it without flippering just to see what it was like, and I didn't get the fight once. I was just getting staggered all over the place. It was crazy. Alright, so what did we determine last time? Left foot in between the first and second? I think that's what it was. So like here-ish. I wish I was the one who came up with that. Right where the arrow's sticking out. Surely that's exactly how that conversation goes down. Thank you, thank you. That took me so long to figure out. Like, for whatever reason, in all the tutorial videos, they're like, roll to the right, do like the bow cancel, and when you do the bow cancel, roll backwards. And I could just not figure it out. And the reason I couldn't figure it out was because I was backstepping backwards. And I was like, so confused on why this just didn't seem to work for me. Until I eventually like rewatched one of the videos for like the 5th time, and they were like, roll backwards, and I was like, I wasn't rolling, I was backstepping. It's different. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where once you figure it out and do it correctly once, it kind of just clicks at that point. What is happening right now? Dude. Okay. Oh, really? Yeah, that doesn't sound great. Is there a reason you play on that version versus like the remaster? Weird things happen when you change FPS for most games, to be fair. What am I doing right now? Yeah, that's super fair. Was just curious. Because, like, I know when Donut was running Dark Souls 2 for a while, he had, like, the original version of the game. That's what he was initially running on. And he just ended up being like, this is so bad and inconsistent, like, I literally can't. And he swapped to, like, Scholar of the First Sin edition. And he was like, this is so much better. Things, like, actually kind of make sense. No way, dude. We're gonna try that again. Yeah, I was too, but I've had like many close shots in the past, I felt like. So I was like, this feels like way more forgiving than I think it is. I'm very lucky that I was able to just like run away and that was fine. That could have been way worse. Thank you for GG's. So this is RTSR Covenant. Yeah, no cringe missiles. That is my singular request. Honestly, even if it comes up again, I'm pretty sure I know how to deal with it now. I just don't want chain magic attacks again. Was it? That's actually really funny. Yeah, I just don't know if I'm sold on like mac and cheese and bread. That just feels like too much, I think. Yo, what's up, Granny? Up for tomorrow's breakfast. I'm putting it on my bagel tomorrow. You guys are too funny. Not sure why this guy was aggroed so early. Didn't care for that. Nat was making Cikesss try some crazy food combination. Okay. Fear factor. Yeah, I'm probably going to be glancing at chat a little bit less than usual, guys. We are nearing the end of the run. I would love to not accidentally throw this away. I'll play in chat, yeah. Same thing. Alright, we have time. Okay. Thanks for GG's, guys. If you want to, yeah. I'm probably not really gonna look at chat for the rest of the run, so whatever you guys want to do is fine. Of course, ads are about to start. Ain't that the way? Better now than at Gwyn, though, right? Alright, Covenant. Yo, what's up, Gilgamesh? Welcome in, dude. Alright, ads are about to run. I don't think you guys are gonna miss much though. Still a bit of running before we actually get to anything, so. Yo, what's up, Cup? Thank you for good luck. No, that wasn't right. I'm sure everything is fine. Yo, what's up, Fred? No. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Alright, ads end in 5 seconds. I'm just gonna chill for a second here. Oh man. Alright, here goes. Oh, hydrate, thank you, bye. Alright, I am more than likely not going to look at chat at all from here on out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. you. Dude, that green moss comes in so clutch, Kyle. That was such a good call.
You sorry fool.
Do not stand directly in front of a camera.
I don't even have to
How
look.
true that
Thanks,
is.
bye. Surely that's RTSR, right? Yeah. I didn't care for that. Screw this game, bro. Screw this game. I hate this game so much. Oh my god. Yo, PJ, thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate that. Vi, can we get a DS1 sucks in the chat? That would be fantastic at this moment, I think. Ugh. Dude. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Yo, 5 from Zorb, dude. Thank you so much. That's huge. I appreciate you, dude. Well done for sticking with it, dude. This was rough. This was rough. I didn't particularly enjoy learning this, I'm not gonna lie. This was brutal. Oh man. Thank you for GG's, guys. You love this game? That's crazy. And PJ with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, dude. You called it. Yo, what's up, Meta? No more torture machine. How about that? Josh, thank you for GG's. I appreciate that. You got scared. What did you get scared by? That's actually so funny. Wait, did you get your run, Vinicius? I missed that. Did you say something? Yo, Tess, thank you for congrats. Scamp, thank you for GG's. And thank you for the words of wisdom that if I get this run, I can hate it on it properly. I held to that dearly throughout this entire process. I appreciate you, dude. I don't blame you, Kyle. I do not blame you at all. This run was brutal. Dude, a level 2 hype train? You guys are nuts. Yep, I was talking to Vi earlier today, and she was like, yeah, you fell off the edge because I fell asleep, so I wouldn't have been able to see you get the run. Yo, what's up, Sense? Thank you, dude. Oh, man, I'm free. We can go do something else. That's insane. You can do all bosses now. I can uninstall, actually. I think that's going to be my favorite part. I'm literally going to be not using this computer all that much anymore, but I'm still going to uninstall it because what is this game? I'm free! That's so real. This should be the last run on the laptop. Like, I'm still going to stream tomorrow. There is currently a push happening to get Little Nightmares on board as an official Team Hitless game, but they need more people to like have a run and be like willing to verify and stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next. It shouldn't take long. I think probably like a week or two. It's a fairly straightforward game. Um, but yeah, I'll probably do like some warm up stuff on Little Nightmares 1 tomorrow, and then probably do like actual attempts like Friday, Saturday, Sunday if necessary. And then once we get that run, which again should not be long at all, I'm going back to Elden Ring. I'm going home. I've had it with all this other game crap. Oh man. If that's not foreboding, no. Little Nightmares is like a very, very straightforward game. I was speedrunning it for a very long time. I have like 9th place in the world for the any percent. So I'm fairly confident in it already. I have something like 200 hours. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. Like I haven't played for a little bit, so it'll be like doing some refresher stuff and then on to Elden Ring once again. We can get like the mod set up. We could start practicing properly for the league. Yeah, I appreciate that, Kyle. I'm stoked to be out of here.